I thought this would make everyone laugh. So all the players I'm showing on the screen are the highest paid players in Europe. Yep, these guys are the highest paid players in Europe. Just to give you an idea, because you guys know I cover international basketball. By the way, if you guys want to support independent basketball and NBA journalism, hit the subscribe button. We're on the way to 20,000 subscribers. We have like 5,000 videos regarding every type of basketball. And I make a lot of basketball content regarding international and potential players who can come over to the NBA, or players going to the NBA or going to Euroleague. And now I want to tell you guys, first off, even though I'm foreign, my name's Ciro Asiodeko, I suck at pronouncing names. So some of these names I'll butcher, but the names you see on the screen are the highest paid players in Europe, to give you an idea who the players are and what teams they play for, what leagues they are. So you got Willy Hernangomez, who is with Barcelona, I believe. And yes, the Hernangomez brothers are with Barcelona, making 4.5. So Willy is the highest paid player in Euroleague at 4.5. Shane Larkin's the second highest player. And you also have to understand, Shane Larkin is not only getting $4 million, he's not paying taxes. They're giving him a car, maybe 2 cars, and paying for his apartment. So he's basically living expense free. Shane Larkin for it's Alfondo or Efes. I can't even say it. Efes. You know what I'm talking about. The Turkish club that Vasilija Micic just came from. Shane Larkin's making $4 million a year. Nikola Mirotic, he just signed with, because he left Barcelona, and Mirotic was making way more money. He was making like 10, but he's on Olimpia Milano making 3.5. You got Walter Tavares, who is with, I believe, Real Madrid. He's like the best. He actually wants to come to the NBA, he said, soon. And yes, he's with Real Madrid, making right here $3 million. So Nikola Mirotic is making 3.2. Walter Tavares is making 3. Kostas Sloukas, who is with, if I'm correct right here, Sloukas I think he's in an Adriatic League team, right? No, he's with Panathinaikos. Did not know he's 33 years old now. Combo guard. And he's never even attempted the NBA. He just said F that and just been playing Greece and Turkey. Juancho Hernangomez is making 2.5. Scottie Wilbekin, and Juancho's playing for Barcelona with his brother. Scottie Wilbekin is playing with, is it AC Monaco, or is it with Fenerbahce? He's with Fenerbahce, Scottie Wilbekin. Then Darius Thompson is making, Scottie Wilbekin's making 2.4 million. Darius Thompson, my apology, is with, is it Turkey? It's usually Turkish, Spanish, or Greek teams at this point. You'll start to notice he's with Efes. And if you guys don't remember Darius Thompson, this guy's an American guy. He's 28 years old. He played for the University of Tennessee, Virginia, and Western Kentucky. And he's played all over Europe. Then you got yourself Jabari Parker, who's with Barcelona, and they gave him 2.3 million. And that's probably why Jabari Parker didn't play in Summer League. He probably got a call and was like, "You want $2 million to be a starter for Barcelona?" And he's like, "Hail to the yeah." And then Will Clybrun, is he with? I literally saw Will Clybrun. Is it Fenerbahce? I think it's Fenerbahce. Give me 1 second. And these are all guys who could be backups in the NBA. He's with Efes. Will Clybrun, yeah, because he just came from Moscow. So it's always interesting to see, what the team's going to be and what the players who are getting paid the most. I'm pretty sure last year Nikola Mirotic was making, I want to say, probably like 40, what felt like 40, not 40 million, but 10 million. And I forgot Joel Para, who I'm a huge fan of, just signed with Barcelona too. But you guys have to understand that it's all part of how, I guess you would say, how the NBA and EuroLeague differ in contract styles. So for people who are like surprised to hear that the highest paid player in Europe is Willy Hernangomez, there you go. It's just this basketball contracts, everything's a bit different over there. So it's not the same as over here, if that makes sense. And it's nothing wrong. I don't think anyone really cares like how Americans do. I think everyone's really cool. Like Shane Larkin has talked about, he does not see a reason why he would ever come back. And I don't blame him. Why come back to somewhere where you're not making as much money, where you're not having the same level of success? I agree with that. That's just sound business. And it's like Will Clybrun. He could be in the G just trying to make a paycheck and hopefully like finally making it, or he could just be the stud that he is and just be balling in Europe. And that's kind of what he chose to do. And I think we all agree that was the right move. And then the other guys is like, why would you leave playing in your backyard? That's the big one. That when I talk to NBA executives, I'm like, oh, why do you guys not like try to go bring out like this Euro player? And they're like, well, most of the guys don't want to leave their backyard. So right there, you sit there and you're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Why it's kind of difficult. A guy like Walter Tavares, he's making the same money being a superstar with Real Madrid than what he would make, fighting to be the backup in the NBA. It's not like he's going to come over and beat Rudy Gobert. All right. And if he was, he would have stuck around the NBA his first time. That's just the fact. And that's not me being rude. It's just like, sadly, the fact. And it's just how basketball works. So I want to hear your guys' opinions. If there was anything else you guys would have liked to have heard, let me know. But yeah, I think it's cool to see. You see like a guy, Scottie Wilbekin, who's awesome at the University of Florida. And now, you're like, oh, he didn't make the NBA, so he sucks. Actually, nah, he's like probably big chilling, making more than what he would have made if he tried to have an NBA career. That's the other thing. You got to understand, a lot of these guys are making more money than they would have if they had stayed in the NBA. So I do think that's something to point out, because a lot of these guys are actually pretty comfortable. Pretty comfortable. So I want to hear your opinions. If there was anything else I might have missed, let me know. I'm curious to hear your guys' opinions. I understand that a lot of people don't watch European basketball like I do. Like, this is something I've genuinely always found very, very fun. My family's from Europe, so it just was something that I always watched because I knew my parents, well, my cousins and stuff, didn't watch NBA like I did. So I knew that if I wanted to like have conversations with them, I'd have to watch European basketball. So hence me knowing a bit more about Euroball than the average American. And I do pride myself on that. When I'm at like NBA events, I'm able to talk like with everyone, like any league, because of my ability just to know European basketball. But hey, I want to hear your opinions down below in the comment section. If there was anything else you guys would have liked to have heard, let me know. I'm always curious to hear your guys' opinions, and it really does leave me genuinely curious to hear your guys' thoughts. So I'm gonna head out, like, comment, and subscribe.